We're back again speaking with Laura Jun of the Golden Bells Insurance Agency. And Laura, I'm hearing a lot about workers' compensation insurance, and this is a little bit of a confusing topic to me personally. Can you enlighten me a little bit about what that means?
Good morning, Carl. Workers' compensation involves several different things, and the first thing that you want to make sure that you have correct is the right classification.
Okay, if I could pause you just for a second. Now, I've heard a lot about this classification business, and it's a little bit confusing to me, but what I have heard when I've read is that if you're misclassified, you can sometimes pay 10, 15, 20% too much for your insurance.
Actually, you can pay up to 30 to 40% more if you are you have the wrong classification.
Oh, okay.
So you want to make sure that you have an expert workers' comp underwriter to make sure that you are classified correctly, because within one business you could have several different classifications. Just because you're a grocery store doesn't mean that you have one classification across the board. You could have a meat department, you could have clerical people, you could have a deli. Right there you have 3 classifications that you're involved with.
I got it, and I'm a dummy in all this, but I'm assuming that the deli or the meat department probably carries a higher insurance premium than, say, the clerical people.
Yes, that's absolutely correct, because when you work in the deli, you work with different knives, so you have a higher chance of getting cuts compared to someone who is working at the cashier.
I get it, I get it. What else do we need to watch out for with workers' comp?
You also have to make sure that your experience modification is low, because the average is at 100%, but if you're under 100%, the insurance company will give you a discount, but if it's over 100%, then they will surcharge you for having many claims in the past. So you want to make sure that your experience modification is under control.
And you watch out for that?
Yes, we do. We make sure that there's a safety program intact, and we make sure that there is a backup plan in case there's a claim, so that it's taken care of right away instead of dragging it out for a longer period of time, which increases the cost of claims to go up.
Okay. Well, that seems to make a lot of sense to me. Anything else about workers' compensation that you help safeguard businesses for?
Right now, there is several different insurance companies that have a pay-as-you-go plan. That plan is for you to not be experienced a high audit at the end of the year. This pay-as-you-go plan is a plan where you report to the insurance company bi-weekly or monthly the payroll that was out for that month, so that the insurance company will calculate the correct amount of premium for you to pay, so that you don't have to fork over about $10,000 at the end of the year, and that's a big surprise for you, and you do not want that to happen to you. So
no forking over $10,000 for me. Keep that away from me.
I hope for the same as well. So this pay-as-you-go plan is a great option to keep your expenses under control, so that every month or bi-weekly you know exactly how much premium you need to pay for your workers' compensation.
You know, it's interesting. So you're helping businesses manage their cash flow, because what I do with small businesses is I help them a little bit with cash flow concerns, and I know something like you just said, if that's a real number, a $10,000 hit to your cash flow, unexpected, at the end of the year, is something that's just intolerable. I mean, you might have to sell off assets or overextend your credit line in order to pay your insurance bill.
Right, and I've seen it happen, so we make sure that the audit process goes smoothly as much as possible.
Sounds like there's a lot more to this workers' compensation insurance that I originally gave respect to, and I'm glad that Golden Bells and people like you, Laura, are there to sort of clear the air and look out for my interests.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you.
We are here to provide that kind of service.
I know you are. I appreciate it, and we will talk again soon.
Okay, thank you, Carl.
Bye-bye.